أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله أشهد أن محمدا رسول الله حي على الصلاة حي على الصلاة حي على الفلاح حي على
الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونؤمن به ونتوكل عليه ونعوذ بالله من شرور انفسنا ومن سيئات اعمالنا من يهد الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلا هادي له ونشهد ان لا اله الا الله وحده لا شريك له ونشهد ان محمدا عبده ورسوله صلى الله عليه وسلم. All praise and thanks is due to Allah. We praise Allah. We seek assistance and forgiveness from Allah, and we seek refuge in Allah from our lower selves and from the wrongs we sometimes commit. Whoever Allah guides, no one can misguide, and whoever Allah leads astray, no one can guide. And we bear witness that there is none worthy of worship besides Allah, the one who is unique and has no partners. And we bear witness that Muhammad is Allah's servant and messenger. Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. قال الله تعالى في القرآن الكريم قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد. Say He is Allah, He is one. Allah, the ultimate independent. He begets not, nor is He begotten, and there is none that can compare to Him. This surah is called Surah Ikhlas. It's called the surah of sincerity or the surah of purity. And in this case, the sincerity that we're talking about is sincerity of intention and the sincerity of belief. So during the time of the Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, he was asked, but not asked for clarity, but more asked kind of mocking, who is your Allah? Explain to us what your Allah is like. And the Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam was then commanded to recite to them Surah Ikhlas, where Allah says to him, and the Surah Ikhlas has many messages, but the message, as I said today, we want to extract is the message of sincerity. And so what does this sincerity look like? So it was conveyed to Muhammad to say that Allah is one. So don't make any confusion about this. Allah is one. Say that Allah is independent, that He has no intermediaries, there is nothing higher than Him, there is nothing lower than Him that He needs to report to, there is no tribunal structure, there is no mother figure, there is no father figure, and there is no ambiguity about the oneness of God. And don't be ambiguous about this statement. And say to them that He wasn't born and He doesn't give birth, and make no bones about that either. And if they still continue to ask, say that nothing that you can imagine of, what the eyes can see or what the six senses can pick up, can compare to Allah. So there is nothing that can compare to Him. So by virtue of saying that he was making the intention and the belief about Allah sincere, and he's stating that with no ambiguity. So when you state something with clarity or unambiguity, we then state it with ikhlas, with sincerity. So a sincere statement leaves no room for ambiguity. وَمَا أُمِرُوا إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُوا اللَّهَ مُخْلِصِينَ لَهُ الدِّينَ حُنَفَاءَ وَيُقِيمُوا الصَّلَاةَ وَيُؤْتُوا الزَّكَاةَ وَذَلِكَ الدِّينُ الْقَيِّمُ. Allah says, and they have not been commanded. So Allah is saying to the Nabi Muhammad that your ummah, they have not been commanded except that they may be subjected to spiritual growth through serving Allah. Now we've spoken about ibadah before, and we said ibadah is not just merely worship. That will be a narrow interpretation of the word ibadah. But ibadah is that willingness to be subjected to spiritual growth by serving Allah. And we're saying serving Allah is also not sitting on your musalla and making tasbih and pray 5 times a day, but serving Allah in a way that you're serving humanity, you'll be serving your environment, you'll be serving yourself by creating more Allah consciousness for yourself. That altogether is serving Allah, seeing to the needs of the neighbor, seeing to the needs of those dependent on Allah. And be sincere, and they were commanded to be sincere in their way of life. So in any of your interactions or our interactions, we have to be sincere. Whether it's with our partners or our children or our work relationships or our casual relationships, we are sincere, whether it's private relationships or whether it's public relationships. And be true, Allah says. And to establish prayer, whatever that form of prayer might look like, as we mentioned before, there's the belief that Allah has given us five daily prayers to perform. But it's actually the other way around, that there was a particular way in which prophets in the past had to perform their prayers. And then when the Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam came to formalize it, then Allah says, Al-Yawma akmaltu lakum dinakum. Today I have perfected your religion for you, and I'm happy with this way of establishing it. So we're not negating that there's other forms of praying to Allah, but Allah just says establish prayer. So in other words, there must be some sort of a system of connection between you and a higher power. And give regularly. Also the concept of zakah. Zakah is not giving 2% of your annual income every year. Zakah, the concept of zakah is purity. So when you give off, not in other words, not hoarding or not keeping things or not letting the cycle of giving and receiving flow. By letting the cycle flow, you are actually purifying yourself constantly by giving. So whenever there's an access, like we spoke last week when they asked the Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, so what must we give? So Allah says, Al-Afwa, the access, give whatever is